Hello and welcome to another episode of Remote Pair Programming. Um, I have with me Ferdinando, and together we'll do some Elastic Pair Programming. So you had this idea. Please
Yeah,
tell me what it's about.
yeah. In my experience, when you are in a team where people know science some years, people are developers are quite skilled at the same level, and they have some confidence with code and code base. Having the double role of driver and navigator can be not the best option because I realized that sometimes navigator gets, yeah, I can say bored about the role, and in this situation I find more effective to allow both the developers to write code at the same time, or not really the same time, but to share. In a previous working experience we had a workstation shared by two workstations shared in a team of 4 people, and we shared this workstation and in this workstation we had 2 keyboards and 2 mice.
Mm-hmm.
So we can edit the code. We can at any time try to figure out the solution of the problem we are facing without have to continuously share the keyboard and the mouse.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to try this approach in a piece of code I put together to do a kata. So there's a problem. There's a barely solved problem that is not, the solution is not the best you can achieve, I think. But the idea is to talk about this code and starting from what we have, improve it, refactor it, and eventually implement some features our product owner, let's say, asked us to implement. So this exercise is quite simple. It's a common kata, the Supermarket Kata. There's a checkout system that allows you to pass some items and offers related to these items. And at the end, it will compute the grand total, the total amount of your expense. Someone else realized this piece of software, and now our product owner has to manage some other items that we are not managing right now, some other fruits. You can hear them here, and then allow him to do some other kind of offers, not the only offer we allows right now, that is only an offer by quantity. So if an apple costs 50 cents and 3 apples cost 130 cents, so only offers based on quantity. He wants to allow offers like, if you buy 3 of them, you get 1, you pay only 2, or an arbitrary number of these offers, and eventually combo offers. So if you buy 3 apples, you will obtain an additional pear, stuff like that. And this is basically what I want to try to do with you.
Okay. So will you start?
Sorry?
Will you start?
Yeah, we can start. So we have this code base, we have some tests. I don't know if they seems to be green. We can try to run them. Yeah, they are green. Okay, as we read in our specification, these README files, we have these items, but I don't know if the tests we have are the best tests we can have, because we barely testing the cost of an apple. That was 50, and that's okay. And then there's a test of a bunch of fruits. The test seems to be correct, but I don't know if it is correct. So at this time, I think I faced it in my working experience, when you already have tests, but the test is not good enough for you. What's the approach? Are we allowed to refactor the tests right now, or we want to cover our code a little bit deeply, because I think there's 2 tests is not enough. So I'm asking to you, what want you to do right now?
Well,
What you will do?
I would
I
try to run with coverage and see what from my production code so far is covered, and then I could also refactor the test, but in very small steps, or I could add more steps, more tests. Maybe it depends. Sometimes I replace the existing tests, so I write new ones, but I want, after writing the new ones and removing the old ones, to have the same coverage. So that's why I run coverage, because it shows that I don't have regressions from the point of view of coverage.
Okay.
So there are more options here. I don't know. But first of all, let's run coverage.
Okay. You are talking about coverage tools here in the IDE?
Yeah, it's there. It's a bit on the right.
So yeah, I don't know how to use it.
It's very simple.
I have to admit.
I'll just request control.
Okay, can you?
So you just need to click on this button.
Okay.
Okay, and now it shows here. And if you go on the code, already it says 100% on methods, 82% on lines is covered. And here we have green lines and red lines. Red lines means that is not covered by tests. Green means it was already covered by tests.
Okay.
So we have
sounds good.
82%, which is quite okay. There are some cases where we didn't get into, like we didn't buy a pineapple.
Okay.
And we didn't, what else? Where it was somewhere here. The banana. Yeah, so...
Okay.
So what I could do, I would add just maybe a test with all the fruits.
Okay. Sounds good. We can do it. So, a new test, or we are modifying this one?
We can add to this one the pineapple, I think.
Okay. So, okay. Let's add a pineapple here. Okay. The offers are those 2. I think that was correct as per the README files. So 3 apples. Okay. 130, and 2 pears 45. That's good. Pineapple. We had a pineapple. A pineapple cost exactly $2.20. So we have to add
Yeah.
2 and 20 here. So 4 and 5, I think.
Yeah.
These have to be. Okay, so let's run the. Oh, okay. Our test is red. Nice.
So it's 255.
So yeah, it was 235 before we had the pineapple.
But now it
So
added 20
it
cents.
added 20 and not to 220. So we maybe have to check out the other source code file. Yes. Pineapple, yes. Okay. Oh, okay. There's a bug, I think. This map, it seems that this map is the actual price list.
Yeah, and it's 6
for the fruits, and
60.
there's pineapple is priced 20 cents.
Oh, 20,
and
yeah.
not 220. So this could be the solution.
Yeah, we have it in the documentation, so.
Yeah, we didn't read the documentation rightly, and
Good.
we don't have a test, a correct test. That I think I faced it more than one time having some green tests, but they was wrong actually because they tested the wrong thing, or they tested a thing that was wrong in the origin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So let's run again with coverage. So go to this. I pushed it.
Okay, now we learned how to use it. Do you want to display coverage data?
Yeah,
Coverage
yeah.
results? Replace. Okay. 100%
And now
classes.
it's weird that it's only 650. Oh wait.
Yeah.
On checkout, it's only
Checkout actually
56%.
decreased the coverage.
Yeah. Why? Did you? Oh, we ran only the apple. Sorry. So yeah, I need to go to this.
Yeah.
So I need to go to this file. Yeah, and then because it ran only the apple test. That's
Oh,
why.
okay. Yeah.
What
Okay.
happened with the other one?
Yeah, maybe I didn't launch the test suite, but only the test of fruits of apple.
Yeah, that's the case, I think.
That's a thing I do regularly. Okay, now I can try it again.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
yes,
the thing.
That's good. So let's try it again with coverage. Replace. Don't show it this again. Okay, we increase the coverage a little bit.
So now if you look there, you'll see how the coverage is and what we need to test some more. The banana apparently here, and the pineapple again. This didn't get here. Is this for what is this switch?
Okay. Well, I can realize why it says that it's not covered, but I suggest to test the single fruit one by one.
Yeah, but this one, the last switch, is it for the sales?
Mm.
Wait.
Apple and pear, pineapple. Yeah, I really don't know why.
So let's look a bit at the code, the checkout.
Yeah.
So the method is called, because I didn't see it. So it's pay, and
Yeah, that's a
then
pay method.
you go on each item.
We pass some items to it and some offers. That is a quite strange map of entry of integers. And then we have a map of, we have the price list embedded in this method that is the map here. And then for each item, we compute the total amount, I think here. This is strange names for variables.
Yeah, that's true. So
There's
here I have to cycle every offer. So that means we're not going to the last switch because there is no offer for pineapple. So that's why
okay, yeah. Okay,
it's
yeah,
and the same with
you're right.
bananas.
And the same is for banana. Yeah, we have an offer only for apple and one for pear. So
Could we test the case, just the case when we have an offer for pineapple? That's what I would do.
yeah, I think.
But now the offer probably zero.
Yeah, actually, there's no offer for pineapple, but I think we can fake it.
But having no
doing
offer is identical to having an offer with zero reduction.
Yeah, we can try to do an offer for one item that costs exactly his regular amount, his regular cost. So we can have an offer for one pineapple that costs 220.
Exactly.
That's not a real offer, I guess.
Yeah.
But we can.
But the purpose is to have coverage.
Exactly. Yeah. It is a good thing, I think. So let's do it. Okay. Please add me a new test method. Okay, so what can call this test? Pineapple costs. I'm not so good at names, but I try to not losing so many times finding the right name, because good names emerges.
Yeah, that's true.
In my experience. So we have a list of items to we need to create. So a list of string, very bad usages of primitives types, I say. This time I will call this list with a meaningful name, because IL I don't think is the best name for this list. Okay, so I can add two items, our pineapple. Yeah, maybe using constant the next time, not pure strings. Then I have to create this strange thing. I don't want to write it again, so I will copy. This is actually the list. The offers, I think. So let's call it offers. And we can compute the result following the checkout pay method where we pass the item list and the offers. Okay. Actually, we have to add the offers we talked about before. So offers put the first thing I think is the name of the item, and next the offer. So new simple entry. Okay. So we said one pineapple actually costs 220 cents. Yeah, get rid of this unusable thing. Okay, checkout result is okay. So at this point, we covered all the source code with these two tests. We reached the 100% coverage.
Great.
And this is good, very good. Now I'm not happy with these tests.
Yeah, so
There's
I
some
think we need to refactor them. So what we could do is, well, there are two things. We could do data-driven tests for these things, or we could just extract things from there that are always the same, like having an item list only with banana.
Oh yeah.
Having the hash map with the price reduction. So we could
Okay.
extract helper methods. I don't know, what do you prefer?
Okay. Okay. Yeah, want to do it?
Yeah, yeah, I could try, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So now I will
If you could push.
push the code. Yeah. Okay. So git add src. Good. Yeah. Git commit. Okay, we covered.
Did you push?
Okay, yeah. Sorry, I didn't set the upstream.
Yeah.
Set upstream origin Java master. Okay.
Great.
Nice.
Now if I run the tests, everything should be fine. Come on. You can do it. Okay.
Okay.
And if I run again with coverage, I just want to make sure that everything was pulled right.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay. Very good.
So now, what would you prefer? Would you prefer to extract helper methods or to have data-driven tests, which is kind of ugly in Java, and I always forget how to do this because I don't like it.
Yeah, we have some duplication I want to try to avoid. Some tests are barely the same test.
Yeah.
So we can have only one item list.
So you mean
where to add?
Here to add banana as well?
No, I want to have different tests for different fruits, for different items. but I don't want to create new lists for the items or create new maps for the offers every time. I think we can do a setup method or some stuff like that. So the same for the checkout object. Yes.
And the same for the checkout. You mean, oh yeah, this one for sure we could extract.
Yes.
We could split it. We could move this to
As an internal field, internal member,
yeah,
maybe.
exactly.
Okay.
And then do a before. And in the before we could move this one.
Yes.
Let's see if things still run.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. So we can do some more refactoring.
I think I could just delete these ones now.
Yeah. We can delete even this. Okay. We can delete even those lousy comments about act, assert, anything.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
don't add so many value to our tests. Okay.
Run the test and then I'll do the commit.
Mm-hmm. Good.
Extracted checkout object to before in the tests. Okay.
Okay.
Now this is I keep thinking about extracting this.
Yeah.
Like the helper method to build the list of items. What do you
Okay.
feel about that?
Yeah. I will create this list in the before method.
So you'd create this list in the before.
Yeah.
I was thinking about something else, just doing something like, so this is used here, right? So let me just
Okay.
do a fast refactoring to tell you what I want to.
Okay.
So do
No.
something like fruit name, and then extract this to
A private method.
build
Okay.
list of fruits. And it already says
Yes. Okay.
okay.
Okay. But what's the advantage of having a private method
Well,
that builds the
just
item list?
just bear with me for a while, and then do this. So pay, and maybe
Okay, you wanted to inline the building.
sometimes
Okay.
I'm doing something like this. Oh, come on. For fruits. Okay, and then
Okay.
and it reads like
Yeah.
checkout pay for fruits and probably I would rename this with offers.
Okay. Yeah, this seems quite natural language.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get. But now
Yeah.
the thing with having more items means that we need to have a different type uh, of entry and generalize this a bit. I'm not sure how you could do this. So if I have pear and apple, let's say. So if I would extract this, I'm quite curious how it makes it. Oh, so it just gives the fixed list. So now I forgot how to do this. I think this was in Java 8, where I could just give unlimited number of parameters.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'd like to do something like this, and it shouldn't matter how many parameters there are.
Yeah.
You know?
Is not the varargs or stuff like that in Java?
Yes, probably. I forgot how to do this. I didn't use it. It's like you typically do PHP or stuff like that. So, what should I do here? Something like that? You mean? So what should I do? Do you know? Or should we search for this?
Yes, I'm searching because I'm not
Okay.
skilled about Java so much. I remember how to do it in C#, but
Yeah.
unfortunately we are not using C# right now. I think you have to use the 3 dots, so stuff like that.
3 dots.
Yeah, the type before, so string.
Okay.
For instance, string 3 dots and then the name.
Okay.
Okay,
And then this is
like JavaScript,
a
I think.
list.
Okay, so at this point we
So then
have
I think I just need to return this, or no,
yeah.
this is util list, but so
This actually does the same as passing an array. I don't know if
yeah.
for list there's another range method or stuff like that.
So,
On add all or
so
maybe we can create a list of three.
This would work, right? Because this is
Yeah.
like an array. But then we need to do something like
add all the members of the array to the list.
Yeah.
Or
I'm sure there's a thing that says list from array.
Yeah.
Or was it array list?
Create a list from an array. Okay. There's an arrays plural.
Oh yeah, that was
as dot as list.
Arrays
as list, but I don't think. Yes, I think
not with 3 R's for sure.
Arrays as list.
As list.
Okay.
And then I pass fruit.
And then you can pass the array of strings.
Name. Oh, come on.
Fruit name, and now we have a list of string from an array. Okay, good.
Okay, let's see if this works like that.
Okay.
So this is fruits.
Yeah, better.
And then let's see if it works here. So this one. Okay, so here I need to do something like for fruits and insert apple,
Pear, yes, and so on. Yes, we used, yeah, there's something I think we don't sell, this lychee, but maybe I will annotate it in my notebook.
yeah,
and then I will do it after. Okay,
so
apple. So apple, pear, 2 times. Okay, banana, pineapple.
okay, so it was like that. We were having one apple, then one pear, then again one apple.
And another pear, yeah.
So again an apple. So apple, pear, apple, another pear. Then lychee.
Then another apple again.
Let's use a variable.
Yeah, maybe we can
Banana, pineapple.
create an enumeration or
Yeah, I was thinking about something
stuff
like that.
but maybe in the next step.
Oh, sorry, I deleted the variables. let's go back a bit.
Yeah.
I was too keen on deleting the evil code. So
Okay.
only this. Okay.
Yes. There's something that not compiles, I think, yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Okay, good.
And if I run with coverage.
Okay. Okay.
Good.
Okay. We are again on 100%. So
I'm going to commit refactored test added helper method for adding fruits. Okay, so I was thinking to extract these. Idea is very nice to help me.
Okay.
Oops.
Oops. Okay, better.
Okay, and then use here the variables. Alright. I think we're fine with this one until now, and probably we'll be able to extract, as you said, these variables somewhere.
Yeah. We can do. Yeah.
What I'd like to use this for fruits everywhere. And then we'll see. So here use for fruits and grab this one.
Okay. Yes, more concise right now.
Typically, I would do something like this.
Check out pay for fruits. Okay.
The name of this is, how do you call
this is all. This is offers for us.
Offers.
Yes.
And because this is empty, I would say no offers.
Yeah, good. Exactly.
And
we can make this a private member. Yes.
Just leave like that. No one will change it.
No, I like it.
The thing I don't like about this, I don't know what this is.
Yeah, you're right.
This is this is price.
Expected price for an apple.
And let's say with no offers. Expected price, checkout pay for fruits with no offers. Great.
Yeah. Nice.
So let's inline this. This is a pineapple. And now we could simplify this or extract helper method as well from the offers, because it's the same thing in a way. You add the fruit, you add, I don't know what K is. The number, right?
Yes, the first number is the quantity and the second number is the cost for this quantity. So one pineapple in this case costs 220 cents.
This is the
offer price. Yeah, the offer price.
Okay. So if I move this here, I could extract a method, build
offers, I think, yes.
Okay. This is a mess. This screams for I want a better data structure.
Yeah, it's a thing I don't like it.
Yeah.
There's no object in this code. We are barely using Java maps and lists and entries and stuff like that.
Yeah. But if we'll have tests where don't use the data or the types of data that much, only in one place, it will be easier to refactor the code.
Yeah, I agree. Quantity pineapple offer price.
I think it's okay like that. Yeah, you can read it well.
Yeah, it's quite readable.
And this we said is sorry, this the.
Yeah, we can start even this 2020.
Expected price.
So expected price, checkout pay for fruits pineapple with offers, 1 pineapple, 2020. Yeah, I like it.
I like to move these on the top. Because probably I'll extract them sometimes.
Yeah. Do you place private methods on top of your class usually?
No, the methods I'd like to extract that are private.
Okay.
Because it's not their place.
Yeah. Yeah.
And because at the bottom probably I'd like to add more tests, and if I'll have here this method, then I'll need, and if I have a lot of private methods, okay, no, we have two. It's not a lot. But
Okay.
if I want to add another test, it will bother me. But
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
it's obvious
Okay.
these ones are builders, and I'll want
Exactly.
to move them away at some moment.
Somehow, yeah.
Let's run the tests. And I think we have one more test to improve, and then probably extract these fruits. Improve
Yes.
stability of tests. Okay. So let's
Okay,
do
there's a
this then.
thing. So on my notebook, I have. We actually sell leeches. There's a test that talks about leeches, but I don't remember it in the README. And this is a thing we have to inspect. Then I annotated we can do an enum for fruits and not using berry strings.
Yeah.
But I realized just now, I think, what does happens if you try to sell something that is not in the price list?
The price list is where?
I think the price list is actually in the checkout method. Not a good thing, but if I remember correctly, there's a map or stuff like that in the checkout pay method where they set
This apple, pear, pineapple, and banana.
exactly. I think this is the actual price list. We can even rename it if you want to make it more clear. So if you try to sell something that you haven't in the price list, what does it happen? You actually you can do this. You have to throw an error. This is a strange thing. This is an edge case, and the specification our README want to. Yeah, they don't say nothing about this. So I don't know if I have to care about it or if I have to just ignore this.
Well, they're saying that you should only sell those, right?
Yeah, I'm saying if you try to sell a strawberry, for instance, that is not in the price list, what does it happen? What's the actual result of our checkout pay method?
I think it should say it shouldn't accept it in checkout.
Yeah, in a real world checkout system, I think if you try to sell something that is not in the store in the price list, you got an error.
Yeah.
So this is, I think, I can annotate.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you think this is a test we can do right now, or you prefer to give priority to other stuff.
No, I think that would be interesting to do, in fact.
Okay. Yes, I usually, while doing this this session of pair programming, or that I think this is a thing the navigator should do regularly, is to annotate stuff you pops in your mind, ideas and things to try, things to do.
Yeah.
But then prioritize them at a certain time at the end of a time box, or
Yeah.
or a certain amount of time, so you have a sort of mini micro backlog of your coding session and things to do in a prioritized way. I don't know if it's actually an English word, but
Yeah, it is.
I feel
It's
I
a very
think
good one.
you understand it.
Yeah.
Okay, so well, if you want to push, I can try to do this test.
Yeah, I will now.
Wonderful. Okay, so we said we had this doubt. What does happen actually if we try to sell something that is not in the list, in our price list? The current prices here in our README, our specification was only apple, pear, pineapple, and banana. But what does it happen if I try to sell strawberry?
Mm-hmm. So it
What
shouldn't
does
allow me
it
to sell
happen?
strawberries. Yeah.
Yeah. If I try to sell strawberries, no, maybe
It's Starberries. It's good. It's
this,
Star Wars. It's fine. Yeah. Okay.
okay. So string strawberry is actually a strawberry, and that's good. The expected price, I really don't know. What is it?
Just invent something.
Expected, yeah, expected price is 123. I don't know. Now the assertion. Okay, every time I use the not right one. Check out pay for fruits like strawberry. Oh, strawberry. Yeah, now I know.
Yeah.
Because you can find me, but I can rename it. Okay.
And then you need to say with no offers.
No offers. Yes, I'm not interested actually with offers. Okay. So let's do a complete test. Okay, there's an error because I expected something 1, 2, 3.
Interesting.
But it was actually 0. So no errors. But I was throwing away strawberries without having nothing back. So free strawberries for all. Yeah. This is not good, I think.
Well, it's 0 because they don't sell it. So if you just pay, if you want to buy just strawberries, then you're not allowed. So it doesn't give you an error, but it just is price is 0.
Yeah, but if you try to figure out the scenario, we have a clerk in a supermarket. You give to it your things you are trying to buy. He don't knows actually if you how the system works, so it passes all the items, then reads the amount, the cash drawer, yes, is telling to it,
Yeah.
and then he asks for money.
Yeah. And then you
To the
give a
customer.
strawberry for free.
So yeah, he's giving. He can realize it because
Yep.
actually the system allows it.
We could
And I think
even evil and put a minus 100.
yeah,
Yeah. So
it's a very weird thing.
so for sure we should have a
So
kind of a filter, a kind of a validation.
yeah, yeah. So here we have a price list. Here we are. Oh, please! I really hate this kind of variable names.
Yes, I know.
I want to rename it.
Do that.
I can wait a second more. So please, call this apple. Call this pears. Oh, sorry,
Wow.
pears. Oh, okay. We here in Italy, pineapple is called ananas.
Yes, as we call
So
it as well.
maybe this. So please, I'll use the same name for the same things and not ananas. So this is a thing. It happens every day. People
Yeah.
using different name for the same thing, and I really hate it. So
Then you get stuck.
don't do it. Yeah. Okay, so we have items, we have some sort of counter, res, I can, maybe is the result, yeah, but result is a poor, res is a poor name and result too, so let's call it green total, or
Yeah.
total maybe, but I think the right name is green total. Do you think I'm doing too many refactors at one time?
No,
Or
you're just doing
can I?
rename. So rename is a safe refactoring. Hear it, please.
Okay, yeah, okay. So even this is a price list. Okay, now things looks better. Here I have to cycle through every offer to see if it applies. Yes, I know. So this comment, I think, is unuseful. Oh, there's commented code
With the
here.
lychee, yeah. So what you said.
Someone, JB, says that we don't sell lychee anymore, but maybe in the future. Okay, the future. I don't know the future. So this, I really don't like it.
Yeah.
We have versioning system to remember things we did in the past, and we can throw it away. Okay, then we have some cases for every offers. Well, okay.
And also there were those variables there with A1, A2, A3, A4 that in fact meant something.
Okay, yes.
So I
I
don't
will
know.
do
Yeah. Okay. Go.
I will do a little commit for this refactor, and then we can go on. So git status, yes. Git add only source stuff. Readme, yes, is there. So git commit with message. refactoring names. I'm very bad at typing. Refactoring names, variables names better. Okay, I'm happy with it. Okay, so back on our task. Why strawberry costs 0? I want to get an error if you try to sell something I didn't know. Okay, this is very poor code.
So we could put
Plenty
the
of
price
for.
list in the top and have a guarding clause saying going through the price list, and if there isn't any item like that with any of the names from the
Okay, you're
price
saying
list,
something like if price list contains
key,
key. Okay, but I have to negate it. If
yeah,
price does not contain key, but I have to do for all the items I
yeah,
get.
yes,
So I have to cycle through it. Okay, I don't like it, but this is the first implementation.
yeah,
We can try to do it. So for each item is a string. So for each item in items. Okay, please put it here. Okay, so this we can. Oh, what
yeah.
did
I
you
don't
do?
know what you did.
Well, even the undo want to work. Why? Oh, okay. So many undos to do. Okay, yeah. So do it the old manner. So okay. Okay, so I'm going through items, and if price list does not contain items, the item I'm trying to sell,
I would
I want to throw an
You could throw
exception.
an exception, or another thing you could do is return something like 100,000, a very big price.
Okay, yeah,
So that's another option.
yeah, okay. Actually, I like to, I have a rule of thumb. If my piece of code, my method cannot do the thing it is designed that for, it can do its work basically, it will throw an exception.
Yeah, that's a very good thing. The only problem I have is that we'll have two tests that will fail. The one with strawberries and the one with fruits.
Okay. So we can test it throws the expected exception. No.
Well, just try it out and now do a throw exception something, and you'll see.
Yeah, the only thing I don't like, I worked on .NET and C#
Yeah,
platform
I
for 8
wouldn't
years.
saying to do this for forever. Just do it as an intermediary step.
Yeah, I'm saying, I'm trying to say that the only thing I don't like with Java is this thing you have to declare the exceptions,
Yeah,
the checked exception that the method throws
yeah,
if
I
you
know.
want to throw some exceptions. So actually, if I want to do something like this, I have to change the API of my code, and I don't want to do it right now. So yeah, the simplest thing I can do right now, I think, is to throw. Okay, maybe I can manage to write it correctly. Throw new runtime exception. I don't like to throw basic exception. I like to create my own exception but yeah, this could work.
But let's try to focus on the message then and say
yeah, exactly. So
item not in the list or in the price list.
Yeah, this item is not in the price list. Okay, this item. So here we can do, I think, stuff like that. The string format. Okay, and here append the item.
Yep, great. You need to close one more parenthesis.
Yeah, one more parenthesis. Okay. Well, so now
let's see.
This won't work either.
So we need to do something like throws exception.
To test the throws exception.
That's what I told you.
Nice.
That probably that we'll have to test that are throwing exception, the fruits, because you have lychee here that we don't sell.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So I think if you remove the lychee from there, it will still pass.
Exactly.
Because it gave the price 0.
Yeah. Exactly. So at this point we have 2 red tests. I'm allowed to modify both.
I would
removing this.
It's quite obvious what's going on. So if you do this,
it's quite obvious. Yeah.
And run it, I would say it's okay.
Okay.
Great. Variable each.
Okay. Yeah. You're right, as usual. Compiler. Oh, I unfortunately run all those tests, this test. Okay, so at this point.
Now we would expect that we expect an exception.
Okay. I don't remember how to
I think it's
test for exception.
It's at
expected
exception.
Or expected exception. Runtime exception dot class maybe.
Yeah.
What are you trying to say me, IntelliJ? Create method? No, I don't want to create a method. Oh, maybe it's not the thing.
Let me search. So that's the unit. Expect exception. I never remember how these are. So it's test. So it's test.
Yeah.
Wait, I scrolled too much. And then it's in the parentheses is expected with the small e.
Sorry?
With the small e with the.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
And what we could do,
I don't know if it.
I think is we could assert only on the message and so not on the type of exception.
Exactly. How you can we can do this? You know how to do it? Message maybe? No.
You could. You need to have to type like another test, but instead of at test you write at rule.
Oh yeah, I remember rule. I tried to use it some time ago. So we have a rule.
And then you say public final, expected exception. Yeah?
Expected.
No, that was the one, the type.
Oh, the type. Expected. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and you give it a name.
Item not. How can I say this? Is, you can sell it, not for sale.
Yeah. And this is equal to.
Okay.
You could do runtime exception.class.
Okay, runtime exception class. Oh, what this expects from me?
If you do, just try expected exception dot. Oh, this is weird. No.
Class dot known.
No, that means you're not expecting any exception.
Yeah.
But
I could imagine.
I thought we could give it a type, but we cannot. So what is expected exception as a type? If you go on it.
The runtime exception. Yeah.
Implements test rule.
Exception rule. Yeah. Expect. Maybe the expect.
Yeah, so that's the thing we need to do. Like the last line there.
Don't know if I'm doing something weird here. No, in fact. No. Item not for sale. Dot expect. There's an expect here. New. Exception. So.
Oh, okay. So there is a thing called expect message. Yeah, you could do that as well. So instead of expected, I think you could just say expect message.
Okay. Yes. But
no, not here in the test.
I don't know how to use it. Here, expected message.
Expect message.
I'm doing it right here in the notation.
No, so it's in the class, in the method, sorry. Instead of assert equals, you do expect message. And without the items for sale. You do keep the pay.
So
and it's thrown dot accept message. I think thrown.
But
thrown.
Usually,
yeah.
Thrown is the name of the rule. We called our rule not.
Okay. So that's
item not for sale.
Okay. Now I get it.
So I think we
You
have
do
to do
this
item
item
for
for
sale,
sale dot.
expected message, stuff like this.
Yeah,
So I have to remove assert equals and only call
unexpected. Yeah.
the method, and then expect a message that is, yeah, let's go to copy and paste. I'm okay, control copy, go there. No, no. So the
Strawberries.
strawberry, the item strawberry is not in the price list.
And I
Okay.
think in the item for sale you need to say which type of exception it is. I'm not sure. Let's see how this goes.
Yeah. Yeah, it works, it seems. Maybe you can enforce this test even expect runtime exception dot class
Yeah.
to be sure it throws a runtime section. And now I think we can delete this stuff and go on. Yeah. Are they running? Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Nice.
At this point, we are sure not to giving away stuff for free.
Yeah.
And this is good.
Um, it's a bit late, so I think
Yeah.
uh, we should stop at least for this moment.
Yeah.
Um, so let's discuss a bit about what he did and um, what we learned from this.
Yeah. So I generally appreciate this way of doing pair programming because I find more engaging. I find there are ways to get things done in a faster way, like we did. In this case, I can remember how to test for an exception. You Google for it, try find the solution,
Mm-hmm.
and this allows us to speed up our work. Then I learned something new about coverage. I wasn't aware about this. It was that easy to test for coverage. I barely know that that little button on the toolbar before. And I don't know what you think, but I switched from navigator to driver role in an easy way. I always have a notebook with me. This is a little
Mm-hmm.
notebook, and I like to fix my ideas on a piece of paper while testing, because every time I try to do something and then remember what I want to do for the next step, I I regularly
Yeah.
forget it, and another problem I always have is I try to do too much thing at one time. So I need someone who breaks me and allows me to slow down, to make only little modification per time, per commit. And when I do pair programming in this way, I my peer is always doing this at my team, because we have an habit about it. You can write, but you you always have someone that look at what you're doing and tries to slow down when you try to do more than one thing at a time.
Yeah.
This I think I really appreciate in my team, because we actually have we are in let there's about we have more people, 4 people that have quite the same level of seniority and skills, and doing traditional pair programming is we find it quite boring or not so effective.
What do you mean
In
by traditional?
this situation, when I say traditional, I say the where we have a driver and navigator, where when the driver cannot, where only the driver can write code, the navigator have only to look at the at the road, or be aware of the big picture of what you are doing, and the driver is only in concentrated to the code. We doing this in the canonical way, I can say. We found that we try to steal the keyboard from the when you're a navigator. We try always to give me the keyboard. I know how to do it. Let me do it for you, and stop wasting time.
Yeah.
This is not a good thing in certain situation. I think where you are trying to learn about the domain for another peer that knows it better, or when you are doing pair programming with people that are not at your same level of seniority about the domain or about the technology, the language, and so on. In this case, a traditional pair programming, I think it's better, because allows you to learn about the domain, about the code base, about the technology you are actually using. But when you are at the same level of skills, at the same level of knowledge about the code base, or the same level of speed of writing code, actually, I think that this way of doing pair programming, that is not an unusual way, is more practical, more effective, and actually more funny.
Yeah, because you don't lose the time, and you will always find a way to solve this small problem because someone knows how to use it and so on, right? And so you always have progress. You have a flow.
Yeah, exactly. And the other one can we do on one computer at a time, but the other one have his computer near him, so we can use it to actually googling for solution, or for doing not so relevant work. So there's a machine to write code, actually, and a spare machine to do
Research.
spare tasks, research and stuff like that. Obviously, you have to be you have to close Slack, you have to close Facebook and stuff like that. The other machine have not to be a distraction for
Yeah, I
the
think that's
pair,
very
and
important
this is
because because often people say, yeah, we'll do pairing, but I'm just going to use my phone and play something, or yeah, whatever, yeah, do
Exactly.
something, and I'll just chat here with my friends. So that's not pairing. That's just
Yeah.
being zoned out, and it's not helping. It's even annoying at some point.
Oh, yeah. Exactly. So one thing is that this style of pair program is not anarchy actually. I we usually have rules like this, like no phones, like no distraction, because you have to be engaged. You have to be a part of of this flow, even if you are not actually typing any code. This thing in remote is not so simple to do,
Oh
but
yeah.
living in the same office, you can enforce it, as I said before, using only one machine. I don't do it anymore actually, but I did in the past, and I find it quite funny having two keyboards and two mice on one
Mm-hmm.
computer, because at this point you have no I don't remember the English word. You have no excuses to don't be engaged. You have a mouse, you have a keyboard, you
Yeah.
can write code at any time. So there's no excuses not to actually
Mm-hmm.
helping resolving the problem.
So these rules help you, in fact, be more productive, and they help you collaborate. But once the team has got these rules, they understand the rules. You don't need to enforce them anymore because they're just natural.
Yeah, yeah, exactly,
Yeah. And how was the remote
exactly.
thing with you? What do you feel about the remote part?
Yeah, it's not impossible as we saw
Yeah.
today, but it's difficult to have the same engagement if you don't have the right tool for the job. We tried in the past a tool that was called Screen Hero that allows you to share the screen and share even have basically two pointers, two mouse pointers on your screen. So one with your name and one with the name of the other person. And that was funny doing this kind of session in remote and quite effective. Unfortunately, I don't know. Is for me, it's not a good thing. Screener has been acquired by Slack, actually, that took this feature that was or in the origin crafted for doing remote pair programming, and put it inside the Slack as an extra feature for paid plans. So you can have this feature now in Slack, but you have to pay for having it. We
Yeah.
tried it at work with uh, a month or two free plan. I think it's active right now again,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, I don't know if we will buy a paid plan for Slack for using it, but for in my experience, it's worth the money it costs.
So you'd recommend it if the teams would need to use
Yeah,
remote a lot.
yeah. If it works at it as I find it works in the past weeks. We use it not every day, but we use it even in Slack. It works quite well. You have to obviously have a good internet connection, but it's not a problem with a basic ADSL or
Oh yeah.
4 or 8 megabits. You don't need gigabits to have
Yeah.
a decent connection. But yeah, I recommend this way of doing remote pair programming.
Okay. Yeah. It was fun for me. I loved this cut. I know about it. I didn't try it before, so it was funny. Probably, um, if we take another session, we'll finish it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. This kata is good for testing your skill on object orientation.
Yeah.
In the code, we have bunch of for and ifs and stuff like that. We don't have any object,
And the
and
duplication is so
yeah,
obvious.
y- yeah, exactly. And I use it quite often to test the skills about teams I help to grow about object orientation. This is an easy kata, an easy exercise, but you actually test in a couple of hours if teams knows or have some skill about object orientation.
Yeah. Okay. Um, so let's close it now. I want to thank you
Yeah,
for pairing with me.
yeah, it's been a pleasure.
It was really nice. And yeah, I hope we'll be able to do this soon.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.